Hello everyone. In today's tutorial, I will show you how to set up ComfyUI to generate high quality images locally. To follow along, you need a GPU with minimum 8 GB of VRAM. Let us dive in and start creating. First, we need to install ComfyUI. For that, I will Google search ComfyUI and click the first link. I am using Windows. If you are using Mac PC, you can download for Mac OS and click download for Windows. Once the downloading is finished, open the installer and install ComfyUI. Installation is pretty standard and you don't need to change any settings. Once the installation is finished, start ComfyUI. We may face issue opening ComfyUI if Git is not installed. So next step is to install Git. Download the installation file for Windows and start the installation. Keep the settings as default and wait for the installation to finish. Once the installation is finished, click and uncheck View Release Notes and click Finish. Then we will start Comfy again. Next, we need to select the hardware. I will select NVIDIA and click Next. Now, this is an important step. I recommend installing ComfyUI in the default location. Note down the path of installation as we need to copy the models downloaded to this folder. Click Next to install. It will take some time to complete the installation. Once it's finished, Comfy will start by itself and is greeted with the template page. From this window, you can select different types of templates for image, video, audio, or even 3D model generation. But we will not be using any templates today as we are building from scratch. Before we start creating image, we need a trained model. You can download a trained model from a website called Civitai, which we will be doing next. I will open Chrome browser and search for Civitai. And click on the first link. Once the website is opened, click on the Models tab to view the different types of models available. You can select a model based on your preference. I will be using my favorite model Dream Shaper for this example. Before downloading the model, you need to sign into the website, which is very simple and free. Just log in with your Google account and you can start downloading. Once the file is downloaded, move it into the checkpoints folder, which is located inside the model folder within the ComfyUI folder. Okay, perfect. Now that's finished, we can now fully focus on ComfyUI. ComfyUI is a node-based software so that you don't need to code anything. Our first node will be to load the Dream Shaper model. For that, double click and type load checkpoint. Once the node is added, click on the model library which is present in the menu tab on the left side. Click the checkpoints folder and drag and drop the Dream Shaper model to the node. Next, we need to complete the 3 connections in the node. For that, we will do the clip connection first. So, click and drag the connection and type clip text encode. This is where we type the prompt for our image generation. And next, we will do the connection for the model. So, click and release and type for Cape Sampler. The actual image generation happens inside this case sampler. Next, we need to do the connections for the node. First, we will finish the connections with the prompt. So, connect the output of the clip encoder to the positive connection. Next, we need to copy the node again to connect to the negative connection. So, whatever we have typed inside the positive node will be included in the image generation, and in the negative part, it will be all excluded. So, that's why we have two prompt nodes. Next, we need to specify the size of the image. For that, I will drag and release the latent image connection and type for empty latent image. Inside the node, you can change the height and width of the image. Next, we will need to decode the output of the case sampler. So we will use a VAE decoder node. We will connect the input of the VAE decoder to the output of the load checkpoint node. We are almost done with the nodes. Last node we required is to display the image generated. For that, drag the output of the VAE decoder and type save image. You can also use preview image, so I will be using save image here. And once the node is connected, you can double click the ComfyUI to change the name. So I will type first image. We have now completed the node network, and we can start typing the prompt to generate images. So I will type a prompt here. For example, nature with a lot of flowers and hills, and I will type trees to be excluded in the negative prompt. And then we can click the run button to start the image generation. So the image generation depends on the performance of your PC. When the image processing is finished, you can see the output on the save image node. You can run again to generate a new image, and that's it. You just created an AI image locally on your hardware. If you find this video informative, please leave a like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.